Everyone, John the Drone Ranger of Southern Virginia. I'm back. Been a while since I've made any videos. Been going through a lot though, with the house renovations and everything. More on that later on. In this segment, I'm going to do a couple of things. Of course, I'm going to have a drone video, but not actually from my typical drones that I usually use. The one I haven't really used a whole lot of, and it's actually still kind of fun, and it's a great beginner drone, and rare and fairly inexpensive. Now this is called a Ryze Tello drone from DJI. Now this thing has only got a 720p camera, so it doesn't take the best photos and videos in the world like you would with the Air 2S or the Mavic 3. And there's no gimbal, axis gimbal on this at all. So it's stationary. So wherever you want it, you have to fly it one way or the other, up or down, to get it squared off to where you want. But it's a fun little machine. Takes just little batteries, little square batteries that go in here. They're all charging right now. And it takes, and it's not necessary, but it is recommended to use your phone. Now, you could use your phone to record the videos and everything, and the photos, and to make it easier for you, they also make these little controllers here. I'll turn it on. Hey, isn't that cool? A light up little controller, and what you do is you put your phone in here, and that way you connect the Bluetooth part of it, and you can control it like a little video controller, like a game controller with all the little buttons and everything. So that's what I use on it. So I'm going to turn this off here, and I'll show you some of the video I took from it. I'll shorten them up a little bit, just kind of edit them like I always do, and a little bit of music added in, and that way, hey, you know, judge for yourself. A lot of people like to go with the minis or the mini 2s. It depends on what your budget is. I know the last one I made, the last video, was the Crash and Smash. Those stay away from. Oh my lord. Now if you just want something to mess with, you don't care if you crash into a wall, tree, or car, or have it run over by traffic, hey, that's fine. They're only like $50. You can get those online, or you can get them at Walmart or Target. You know, they'll get you started anyway to get you a feel for it. But if you really want to start to get into something a little more sophisticated, well, this is a good starter drone for you and even the kids. So take a look at the video and you'll see what I'm talking about, and there's no comparison with the store-bought type than with these DJI Ryze Tellos. They're actually very good. So enjoy this video, and I will be back. All right, so not too bad. Not for a 200 and some odd dollar drone kit. It does okay. As you notice, it does get choppy, and it's almost like an FPV type because there's no gimbal wheel. There's no gimbal on an axis, an axle. So it just, like I said, you have to go up and down, side to side, to center where your shots are. And when you move it, you do get that, moving around thing. But hey, all in all, it's not so bad. So, anyway, something to consider. All right, moving along. We have, let me see. Oh, I was going to mention my renovation headaches. Well, yeah, the county of Smith in Virginia is giving me a problem. Not only did they insist that I needed a permit, which the Virginia state law under a certain square foot, even though the law is a little bit vague and convoluted, if you're under 256 square feet, mine's 128 in my edition, you don't need a permit. But Smith County said I did need one, got one, then they hit me up with an elevation. Well, as you see, I am on a trout stream, which I'm in a Type A flood zone by FEMA standards. And they're sticking to that, their guns on that one, which means that my living room, instead of being level with the rest of the house, half of my living room that I've had that 8 by 16 foot addition has to be, since I am 1.5 feet below 100-year flood, has to be 12 inches above that, which means half my living room will be there, the other half will be like this. Now, how stupid is that? So either the whole structure of the floor has got to be raised up 2.5 feet. Now, if that doesn't sound a bit, excuse the term, retarded, well, yeah, I agree, it is. But they're adopting the FEMA regulations to their county ordinances. So if anybody out there has relatives in FEMA that I can get this place rezoned from a Type A to a Type X or an AE zone, please let me know, because that's what I'm going to try to do, because I can't afford to tear it down and start over again. Like I said, we're hurricane survivors, and we were bouncing around for 6 months about a place to live, and we finally found a place. And as you saw, it's a beautiful place, and the county's making it not so beautiful. So I'm going to start my GoFundMe page, because we've exhausted all our funds for renovation. And the one that was for renovating the house, I'm going to put the full story on there. So I'll have that link on here one of these days soon, here in the next few days. Anyway, aside from that, we've been trying to enjoy our property as much as we can. We're still having worked on it. The fencing, as you'll probably noticed in the videos, we have fence posts stacked, and we're going to be putting that fence around the property to keep my little dog in and the other mean, bad animals out. The siding has been ordered, and it's going to be put on once we figure out what we're going to do with that addition. Anyway, so I've been doing a little yard maintenance, making the yard look pretty and everything, and you'll see in this next video that I actually go in my stream, that I've made a couple of walkthroughs there, which means I just cleared out the big slippery rocks, and made a path that's walking with, and just kind of put the rocks on the side to make flow through possible, but to be more sure-footed with just gravel and small rock. There were a couple of things that were snags, as I said on my GoPro video that I'm about to show you, and I'll speed it up because it's kind of lengthy, so I'll speed it up so it'll look a little funny me walking around in the river like that. And I actually even have one of me catching a trout, which, hey, in action, when I got the hit all the way up till I reeled it in. Please excuse the audio. GoPro Hero 5 Blacks aren't known for the best audio reception or output. So the audio is a little choppy, but aside from that, the video quality is great. And actually, that is going to be all from me on this segment. The last thing you'll see is my ending and my video, the GoPro video. And until next time, this is John, the Drone Ranger of Southern Virginia, signing off. Hey everyone, John the Drone Ranger of Southern Virginia. Now I'm not doing any drone stuff today, but I thought it might be fun since we're having so many snags in this river, and I got a lot of crap I got to get out of there to keep our lines snag free pretty much for the trout fishing, which is actually going to start creasing now because now we're getting into the second week of September. So I'm going to go in here in the river in that little area that I cleared out for wading in and doing some trout fishing and then fly fishing, this little access I made. And I'm going to clear it out, and I'm going to point the GoPro over here, and you'll see me walking out in the river. Now if I fall down and I get all wet, well, y'all can just laugh your butts off about it, which is fine. I'm sure everybody will find that quite amusing. Anyway, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to put this here so we can clear view of everything here. There we go. All right, here we go. Well, the main snag that I tried to get, as you saw, that big old sunken log, isn't coming up. And the reason is, I'm sure, is because it's probably another 3 feet down. But it's a big one. But I did manage to move a few rocks and stuff like that. I might try to go down here because I have a couple of pieces of tackle that I'd like to retrieve that are not cheap either. You get these sinkers that you order online. Yep, water in the boots. And they're not cheap, so, and they're supposed to be snagless. And for the most part, they are. So, let me see if I can spot where they're at. We'll turn the camera around here. And we'll see if we can get a shot of me, hopefully not falling in the river, but actually retrieving some of them. I'm going to see if I can see them on shore first to get my bearings on where they might be. We'll see. A little bit jumbly here for a minute, but we're going to see if I can get them on the video here, if they haven't moved already. Let's see. facing the water here for that. Let's see. Are they still there? Yes, they are. And hopefully you can see them. Way down there. See the one standing at the edge? There was more than one. There was 2 or 3 of them. They're all getting a drink. And I don't know how they snuck past us, but they did. Along here. Well, better than nothing, I guess.